Okay, I've done this more times than I want to admit. I started saving, I was consistent for a while, and one day just stopped. Not because something came up, not because I spent the money on something else. I just got tired. And I'm sure you've been in this situation before. Now the thing is, when we are there, we think, I just need more discipline. I should try harder and push through. But I don't think that's the case anymore. So recently, I came across the story of a figure skater. Her name is Alysa Liu. She's 20 years old and she won 2 Olympic gold medals a few weeks ago. But backstory, 4 years before this, she quit, like completely. And the reason she quit, I think, is very similar to the reason why we quit our money goals. And the reason she came back, I think we can use that to make our comeback with money goals as well. At 16, she was already one of the best figure skaters in the world, and she quit. Put her skates in a closet, went to college, lived like a normal teenager for 2 years. When someone asked her why she did that, she said something very interesting. She said, I never made a single decision. The costumes, the music, the dance, none of it was me. It was someone else's idea of what my life should look like. She woke up one day and the sport that she had given her entire life to didn't feel good anymore, and she just left. And I think this feeling is more familiar to us than we'd like to admit. That SIP that your colleague mentioned over lunch, we looked it up at night thinking this is what responsible adults are doing, so let me start as well. We were consistent for some time, but then we just stopped because honestly, we never really knew why we started in the first place. The goal belonged to someone else's idea of what a responsible adult should look like, so your brain just got tired and said, enough. Whose goal is it? Really? Because that's what changed when Alysa decided to make a comeback. About 18 months of quitting, she went on a ski trip. And when she went on the ice, she realized why she fell in love with it in the first place. So she decided to make a comeback. But this time, it would be different. She would make her decisions. The clothes, the music, even how long she trained for. And her coach said something very cool. The whole point was to show the world her art. That's so beautiful. And I think that's there for us too. Not, I have to build an emergency fund because that's what an adult should do. But I don't want to panic at the end of the month. Not, I have to start this SIP because my colleague also started one. But I want to see something grow. The future me matters to the present me. Not, I have to build wealth because that's what successful people do. But I want to have the freedom to walk away from something if I don't like it. When the why becomes that specific, that connected to our lives, then the habit sticks. Because the goal becomes ours, and what is ours, we really protect. And here's how it looks in real life. Months after her comeback, she was the world champion. A year after that, she won Olympic medal twice. The medal came, but as a byproduct of falling in love with the process. Not the result, the process. And when she made her final jump in Milan, she looked so free. That's the word for it. And here's how it looks like with real money. 2,000 rupees a month, consistent, 5 years, 1.5 lakhs. Real money, and it compounds. The difference between a person who does this consistently and a person who is not able to is not always discipline. It's ownership. Alysa didn't win because she focused more on the medal. She won because she fell in love with the process. The medal was the byproduct, not the goal. And I think the same with us. If we fall in love with the process and know our reasons why, money will be the byproduct. So if you've quit a money goal before or quietly abandoned one, before trying harder to get back to it, ask yourself this question. Whose goal is it really? If it is genuinely yours, something specific connected to the life you want, it will hold. Build the system, automate it, it will stick. But if the goal belongs to somebody else's idea of what you should be doing, hold on a minute, try to make the goal yours before trying to push yourself harder back to it. She quit at 16, came back at 19, won Olympic at 20. So if you know someone who's been falling off their money goals, share this video with them. It might help. So that's it for this video. See you soon in the next one. Until then, bye bye.